Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another Toy Room review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Funko Pop Toy Story line. This is all the more recent figures. So we got Slinky Dog, Bullseye, Wheezy, the Pizza Planet truck with Buzz Lightyear, which is a New York Comic Con 2018 exclusive, and the recently released Woody with RC. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the packaging on all of these. Alright, so starting off with Slinky here, not much to the packaging, but here you go for anybody who does want to see it. And on the back you can see the others from this wave. So you have Woody, Buzz, Ham, and Rex. These are from older Toy Story waves from a few years ago. These are actually very hard and expensive to find right now. And then here are the more recent ones. I skipped on Bo Peep and Mrs. Nesbit just because I wasn't really interested in those, but you got those right here. Maybe I'll pick them up just to be a completionist. And then we have Bullseye right here. Again, nothing particularly special about the packaging on these, but do want to show them off really quickly because I know some people do actually care about that. So here you go. Here is Wheezy right there, and then we'll put all these to the side and take a look at Woody. Now this packaging is a little bit bigger. This is the most recent of the bunch here, so it's kind of hard to do this, but you can see right there, you can see Woody with the RC, and on the back right here, and then coming to the side, there is Woody. So put that to the side, and now we'll move all of these over so we can take a look at the Pizza Planet truck with Buzz Lightyear. So you can see the New York Comic Con sticker right there. Really, really cool. And there's the front, the side, the back, the other side. And that is pretty much it. Alright, and that was a quick look at the packaging, so let's go ahead and get these out of the packaging and take a closer detailed look at them. Alright, you guys, and here are the figures out of the packaging, and just right off the bat, these are hands down some of my favorite Funko Pops, probably up there with the Avatar and the Michael Jordan Pops. These are just phenomenal. So let's go ahead and start off with the little ones, and then we'll move on to the more deluxe ones. Alright, so we're just going to take all of these out of the way and put them to the side, and then we'll get these guys out of the way as well. So we'll start here with Wheezy. Now, the thing I love most about Wheezy, I don't know if it's going to really show up on camera, but he is done in this gray, like he's got a light gray tint over him to give him the impression that just like in the movie, he's been sitting on the shelf for so long and he's just covered in dust. And I think that just translated very well. I really don't know if it's going to show up on camera or not. You can kind of see a little bit here in the eyes, and even here on the white, you kind of have, it looks dirty, and I just think it translated very well. It looks absolutely amazing, and that's great attention to detail to make it look like he is covered in dust. Now that dust didn't translate over here to the microphone, but just on Wheezy's body as well. But just on Wheezy's body alone, you know, it came out very, very nice. Other than that, he's just done in black and white. But even a nice little detail here right in the mouth. Let's see if the camera will focus. You can see his squeaker is sculpted in there, so that looks very nice. You can see that same texture that's on the front of the microphone is placed right in there inside of his beak, which looks very, very nice. You can see his eyebrows, so that is very nice. Red bow tie. And then the bottom is just plain yellow, and it does actually have this little hole. Not really sure why that hole is there, but it is there. And on the back you can see his tail is sculpted in, but other than that it's pretty plain. But man, that paint on here, like I said, I don't know if it's going to translate well on camera, but in person it is just very, very nice. So that is it for Wheezy. So let's go ahead and put Wheezy to the side, and we'll go ahead and bring in Slinky. Now the biggest problem I have with him is he is a little top heavy, and with his position he does tend to kind of fall over a little bit, mainly because of the wheels that he has sculpted into the bottom of his feet. It does kind of mess with his ability to stand a little bit. He will stand if you just kind of, you know, be patient with him, just like that. He will stand. But overall, Slinky looks very, very nice. I love the way he looks. He translated very well into Funko form. He actually looks like one of the dogs that I've rescued at my job, so that is actually kind of funny. But he's got the nice texture right here in the ears as well. Very, very nice texture right there. And then coming to the back, you can see the Slinky kind of sculpted into his back. Very nice, as well as his little tail. Very, very cool. And like I mentioned before, you do have the wheels that are sculpted into the bottom of his paws. And right there you can see the collar as well. Would have been nice to see the little tag that had Andy's address sculpted on there. That would have been a nice feature. But still very, very nice right here. So there is Slinky, so let's put Slinky to the side and we'll take a look at Bullseye. Alright, and here is Bullseye, and Bullseye's got so much detail in him. We'll start with the most obvious. You can see Andy sculpted into his hoofs, I believe these are called on a horse, and that looks absolutely awesome. Nice detail there. But not only that, you have like the texture that he's made out of, whatever this is. It's all sculpted in. You can see the sculpted lines all throughout, and I just think that looks very, very nice. Translates very well. Looks like he jumped straight out of the movie, and you can see and hear, the sculpted lines. You can feel them, and it just looks great. I don't think the camera's doing it justice, but in person, man, this has easily become one of my favorite Funkos. You can see the saddle sculpted onto the back as well. Great detail on that. And then the tail is made out of a softer, pliable material, so you can kind of move it back and forth. It's not articulated, but you know, it is flexible. But just very, very nice detail all the way around, down to the little gold buckles right there. Very, very nice. Man, I love the way he looks, especially when he's sitting like this and you can just see Andy sculpted, or not sculpted, but painted on there. I think that is very awesome. I wish all the other ones had Andy sculpted into the bottom. I keep saying sculpted, drawn or painted into the bottom, but I really love this Bullseye Funko Pop. So let's go ahead and take a look now at the Pizza Planet truck. Alright, and here is the Pizza Planet truck. Now, I was very excited to get this, and once I finally got it in hand, I am a bit disappointed with this one. It is very lightweight, cheap, hollow plastic. And for this being a Comic-Con exclusive, I was expecting a little bit more quality with this. The RC Woody, which we'll get into in a second, had way better quality than this one did. It feels very light, very cheap. But the look of it is very nice. There is a lot of great details on here. So we'll start right here on the front grille. So you can see this light is actually dented and damaged. You can see the difference in the two light bulbs right here. So I think that is great attention to detail right there. And just a bunch of different dents and scratches and dings all throughout the car. Obviously, the most obvious is the dirt that is all over the car. You can see that right there. I don't remember the car being this dirty in the movie. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just don't remember the car being this dirty. But you can see Pizza Planet truck delivery shuttle right there on the front. And then if we get right into the windshield, you can see Buzz. Let me see if I can bring the light just a little closer to make things a little easier to see. You can see Buzz right there. Looks like the car is speeding off and he's kind of flying with gravity right there, so that is pretty cool. I wasn't a big fan of Buzz or Woody in Funko form, which is why I never picked up the original ones. I just feel like they look weird not having a mouth. I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm still not a fan of this version of Buzz, but I do love the Pizza Planet truck, so that looks very nice. And then coming to the back, you can see Yo right there with the license plate number and the bumper kind of dangling off to the side, kind of dented in a little bit more this way, so that looks really nice. And then coming to the top, you can obviously see the dirt all over the place and the Pizza Planet little topper right there, so that looks awesome. The tires are a little bigger than I remember in the movie as well. I don't know, I think the Pizza Planet truck just comes off a little weird in Funko form. It doesn't look how I expected it to look, and I'm not that impressed with the quality of this one, especially compared to Woody with RC, so let's go ahead and take a look at that one now. Here is Woody with RC. Now this one is amazing. It's got a lot of weight to it, and that weight is not just coming from Woody. RC himself is actually very nice. He's not hollow. He actually feels nice and solid. You can hear the difference there. The tires are made out of rubber, which actually surprised me. So these are rubber tires. They don't spin or anything, unfortunately. Would have been nice to see if they did spin, but this RC, man, looks like he jumped straight out of the movie, translated very well into Funko form. I'm still not a big fan of Woody. I just think he looks weird without a mouth. Kind of gives him like this big chin look. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that. But when I saw this RC and how that looked, I definitely had to have this. Man, the details on here are just amazing. You can see the green with the blue water splashes all throughout, and the little antenna, which is bent to look like they're obviously speeding through the wind, and the antenna is kind of getting pushed back. And the antenna is flexible, so you can move it back and forth. And then just come into the back, you can see the springs and the screws and all the workings throughout. Got the big wing right here. And man, I'm just blown away. This is hands down one of my favorite pops. And as for Woody, you know, it's basically the same Woody we've gotten before, just in this sitting pose right here. And he does have the RC remote control. The remote control for RC, great attention to detail on there. You can see the antenna for the actual remote control with the little buttons and the steering wheel and all of that. And even Woody's got good details on him. You can see the pull string right back here. Just looks absolutely amazing. Like I said, it's just something about the face to me that just looks kind of weird. But other than that, I think this looks great. RC looks great. Like I said, has a lot of weight to it. Feels nice, feels like quality, and has the rubber tires, which is a nice little added bonus. And just for like a quick comparison, I do want to show these two off side by side. It's going to be hard to tell on camera, but I don't know if you guys can just see what the quality difference looks like between these two. I mean, even the tires, you can see these are just plastic and this is rubber. You can feel how hollow that one is, you know, compared to this one. This one feels nice and solid. So that was just a quick little comparison. Alright, guys, and that is my review on the Funko Pop Toy Story line with Bullseye, Wheezy, Slinky, Woody with RC, and the Pizza Planet truck with Buzz Lightyear. So overall, I think these are some of the best Funko Pops that were ever made. I just think all the detail put into each one of these, with the sculpted lines all throughout the texture of Bullseye, with Andy on the hooves, and then you have Wheezy painted like he's Dusty, and the roller wheels on the bottom of Slinky, the dirt and dents and scratches and all the wear and tear on the Pizza Planet truck, the RC, the rubber tires, the actual remote control, Woody with all of his details. I just think this set is absolutely incredible. I can't wait to pick up some of the other characters. Like I said, the older characters are harder to find and they are a lot more expensive. So I'm going to wait until Toy Story 4 comes out, because I'm sure they are going to be releasing more characters once that movie comes out, and kind of re-releasing different versions of the other characters as well. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link is in the description down below. And also make sure you click that notification bell so you stay up to date every time that I post a new video. So that is pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.